Hello. Life sometimes feels like being caught in a great storm. The wind blows strongly. The waves rise and darkness falls. Wherever you look, you see only a threatening void. Fear grows within you, and you feel lost. It is in these moments when you feel the most helpless and powerless that the love of Jesus intervenes. One day, Jesus and his disciples got into a boat and set out. Across the lake, the weather was calm, and the water was still. Everything seemed fine, but suddenly, a great storm arose. The sky darkened. The wind violently shook the boat, and the waves rose high. Water began to fill the boat. The disciples were terrified and started shouting in panic. They thought they were going to die, but Jesus, he was at the back of the boat, lying on a cushion, sleeping peacefully. Seeing this, the disciples grew even more fearful. They woke him up, crying out, "We are perishing. Do you not care?" To them, everything was over. There was nowhere to run, no hope of survival, but Jesus was calm. He opened his eyes, stood up, and spoke firmly to the wind and the waves. "Peace, be still!" And in an instant, everything stopped. The wind died down, the waves subsided, and the lake became still once more. The disciples, who had just been facing death, were left in awe. Jesus turned to them and asked, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" This is the love of Jesus. Even in the strongest storms of life, he never leaves us. When we are overcome with fear and helplessness, he is right there in the boat with us. He is on the same journey with us, but sometimes we misinterpret his silence. In the middle of the storm, we wonder why he seems to be asleep. Will he not help? Has he forgotten us? Don't we all feel this way at times? Don't we sometimes think that everything is crashing down on us? Worries, fears, disappointments, sicknesses, financial struggles, failures, these things come at us like mighty waves, threatening to drown us like the disciples. We panic and feel helpless, but we must remember one thing: Jesus is with us. He stands in the middle of our storms. His love can calm even the strongest winds. His love can still even the biggest waves. Our role is to trust him instead of giving in to fear. No matter how dark it gets, no matter how lost we feel, everything can change with just one word from him. Peace, be still. When we face difficult times, when we feel like we are in the heart of the storm, we must remember, he is in the boat with us. He has not left us. He has not abandoned us. Perhaps it seems like he is silent. Perhaps the solution does not appear immediately, but he is there, and at just the right moment, when we need it most, he will command the storm. The love of Jesus does not just stop the storm, it also drives out the fear within us. It fills. So with peace, even if the storm outside ends, if fear remains in our hearts, we are not truly free. But when we learn to trust him, fear is replaced by peace, just like that day on the lake. At first, everything was chaos. Then suddenly, everything was still. In the same way, we may experience fear within us, but when we put our trust in him, we find unshakable peace. Jesus loves us at all times, even in our darkest moments, even when we are most hopeless, even when we are facing our greatest fears. He is there, he is with us. His love stills the storm, rescues the lost, and lifts up the hopeless. All we have to do is trust him. As long as he is with us, no storm can overcome us.